Sorry, that was a bad angle. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome for the first time. So happy to have you. I'm super excited. So we're back with the Second Life 101 series. If you've never watched these before, these are basically geared towards people kind of new to Second Life, or anyone that just wants to learn some new tips and tricks. If you are a totally seasoned resident, please chime in, because I am not here claiming to be an expert. I would love to hear your opinions on everything. But today we are going to talk about videos and photos. So tons of people always ask me, specifically videos. I don't consider myself a photographer, so I don't know all that much about photos. I will show you some of my photos and things I like to do, but we're really going to dive into how I capture my videos and everything from like point A to Z. And let's say hey to everyone in chat. If you're here in chat, say hello. Hey Curtis and Chanel, Brittany, Royalty. Welcome, welcome guys. Thank you for joining. I'm so excited. You guys are giving me life, because like literally 30 seconds ago I was borderline dead. I just walked in the door from work and I was so tired. See, look at it. Mistakes. Anyway, before we dive right into it, there are a couple things I just want to remind everybody. So one, I'm still doing my 5,000 Linden giveaway. You have until this Sunday to enter that. So just enter for a chance to win 5,000 L. All you have to do is visit milavanderbilt.com. All the details are there, so be sure to enter, win you some money, honey. And let me really quickly shout out, we've had a couple follows since the last time we were live. So one, thank you for following. So Miss Vivacious, Bandit, Whisper, Exalted Tam, Moni Tellin, Elizabeth Crow, Sakira Robinson, King Brazy, Marjan Leonard, that's a cute name. Tamaria Cecily, hope I said that right. Stacy Lynn, thank you guys all for following. If I didn't catch you, you might have your follows like hidden, so I couldn't see them. Oh, and Momo Lynn, welcome. You guys, today we hit 420 followers earlier, and I was like, I really should do like, I should bake some special brownies for us. Hey, Chelsea and Cosmic, welcome. But anyway, thank you guys all for being here. Thank you for all the new followers.
Yes!
We had to have our yas moments. All right, so while we dive, I'm gonna just jump right in. While we're doing this, if you have any questions or comments, please shoot them in the chat. I'm gonna be checking chat as I go through this. I don't want to miss anything. I figure we could kind of start with photo, because that's my weakness. So I don't claim to be a photographer. I'm gonna show you guys the last picture that I actually took. And I'm gonna show you just exactly how I got it, how I get pictures like this. I never edit any of my pictures, so everything I do is completely raw. I'm gonna show you, let's see. Let me show my Chrome. So this is just my Flickr page. If you don't follow me on Flickr, follow me on Flickr. I can't put the links, I got some adult content in there. But anyway, this is the last picture I took. This is it all zoomed in. So I'm using a couple of different things here. I'm using depth of field. I've played around with wind light. I think I also might be using some just artificial lighting. No, actually not for this picture. I didn't use any artificial lighting, but I use a whole lot of different tools when I'm actually taking a picture. Hey Kia, Heartland, and B, welcome. Happy Thursday, guys. You don't understand like how excited I am for Friday. But anyway, when I'm setting up a picture, there are a couple of things to consider. So one, I used to always go in ultra settings for photos. I don't do that anymore. So if you just hit Control P, you can open up all your preferences. I go to graphics. It really depends on like what lighting looks like, but I honestly don't shoot in ultra anymore just because it lags me out. And like, you don't necessarily have to be in ultra to get a really cool picture. I shoot just the one before it because this is what my graphics card defaults to. But honestly, I've taken pictures of mid. All you really want to make sure you have on is your advanced lighting model. Also, advanced lighting, turning that on is not going to do anything in terms of like lagging you out or anything. It doesn't have an impact. Some of these other things definitely have an impact, but I always just keep my advanced lighting on. If it's just a picture of myself, I'll turn like imposter avatars all the way to 0. And a lot of times I do pump up kind of all of these, just depending on the type of shot I'm trying to get. Especially draw distance. I'm going to show you in a second. I zoom in very close to my avatar. I actually don't even know how to take a good picture of my avatar without zooming in like crazy. And I don't just mean like the zoom in and out like this. The other way that I zoom is I hit Control 0. You hit Control 0 on your keyboard. I'm so sorry if this is not applicable to Macs. I don't know if the commands are the same. I believe they are. But Control 0 zooms you in like this. So we are a lot tighter than we were before. But when you zoom in with Control 0, your camera is also technically a lot farther away than normal. So like if I were to just completely cam away from myself, like I'd be out of the building. Didn't mean to cam down to my crotch. But also when you hit Control 0, like proportions of everything around you kind of change. So keep that in mind. Also, if you're a curvy girl like me, Control 0 can sometimes make it look like you have a whole lot more curves than you actually do. I think naturally I look way bigger in my photos and videos because I'm zoomed in so far. So Control 0 is your best friend. That's my number one tip. I use that for photos and video just because it has a really cool effect. If you want to back out just a little bit, Control 8 does the trick for that. And then of course Control 9 resets you to just normal camera. And you'll notice like this is how far away my cam was that entire time. So if I really just wanted to go all the way back, I would just continue to hit Control 0 until I had kind of the effect that I wanted. Alright, let me actually, we know we can't have all these things open and still be on ultra and not lag. So let me turn this down just a little bit because I'm also going to open up a second viewer. So I use Firestorm. I honestly don't know how to use the Second Life viewer. I've never logged in on the Second Life viewer. I think like my first week ever in Second Life 7 years ago I did, but I haven't since then. So I'm assuming a lot of these features are the same, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm frozen right now. I'm trying to turn down my graphics because we're struggling. We lagged out a little bit. All right. So that's really like basic beginner photography. Second part of it. So one, you just want to like be zoomed in or out as close as you want to. Right now I'm maxed out with my zoom. I'm all the way in there. My hair base is slipping. But what I also do is I play around with wind lights. So if you haven't yet, you want to make sure that you set your viewer to a custom lighting model. The best way to do that is to go up to World. And if you go to World, there's this environment editor. And you want to go to Environment Settings. And it'll give you a box like this. So naturally, when you first download Firestorm, it's going to default to this top box that says always use partial region settings. You don't want that. You want your very own type of lighting, especially for pictures. So I always uncheck that. I do customize my environment. And I do a fixed sky. And then here you can also just select all of your wind lights. Once you do this once, you shouldn't have to go back. So I just use photo tools beyond that. Oh, I'm in a really dark one light. I'm like, well, what is going on? So you have a ton of wind lights. That's always a conundrum with me. Like I'm always just trying to find a good wind light to use. Right now I'm indoors, so I'm not getting like all the effects of the shadows. Also, I don't have advanced lighting on. Just turn it on. Advanced lighting makes a lot of difference, especially if you want to shoot like shadows and all of that fun stuff. So if you don't have shadows on, be sure to turn those on. You can get sun, moon, and projector. So that'll mean like things will actually project off of lighting and all of that fun stuff. But you'll notice that all of these different wind lights will have a different effect. Your avatar can look completely different. Like I look terrible in some wind lights. Some make me look amazing. Some are really just way too light. Oh yeah, B, I think Firestorm just is better. Like, I mean, I don't know. I guess the Second Life viewer must have something going for it, but I don't even know if they have as many wind lights as Firestorm. Maybe they do. I don't know. Also, you can install your own wind lights. If you notice, I use these Satomi wind lights a lot. I think they're really pretty. If you want to download them, they're actually by Fox City. So if you go to foxcity.com, they'll have the wind lights there. So they're called Satomi wind lights. She comes out with a new pack every year. Right now, I only have the old collections installed. She just came out with this 2018 collection a few weeks ago. So to get those, you literally, all you have to do is download them. They come with instructions on exactly how to install. So I'm going to download these real quick. But you download them, all you have to do is find your Windlight folder that's saved to your computer, and then copy all the Windlights over there. So I'm going to unzip this really quick. But yeah, that's all you do. So download it, unzip it, and then you'll save all of the Windlights to your actual like Windlight folder. So it'll tell you how to navigate or find your folder here. It just depends on which viewer you have. So if you're in the second light viewer, you would select that from your like your installed programs. Firestorm, you would select that, and you would just navigate to the Windlight folder, and then within the Windlight folder you have Sky. She also has like water Windlights as well. So if you want to like change what water looks like, you have those options. So I highly recommend. They really look good. They really change what your photos look like. So I've always used Satomi. I haven't, like, since I downloaded them for the first time, I've never used anything else. And all of these that I'm going through here, these are all Satomi wind lights. Honestly, I feel like I should be in the sky somewhere because you can't even see anything happening. I'm inside a building, so that's another thing. If you have like shadows, sun, moon projectors on, if you're not somewhere where you can, you know, see the sun, it's not gonna have any change. Let's see. Chanel, did I already welcome you? Yep. Stykes, welcome. I hope that's Stykes. Sabrina, hey. And Denise, hey. Hey, Denise's daughter. Alright, so let me actually, I'm gonna TP up to the sky so I can show you kind of what wind lights look like outside. I always recommend trying to take pictures. I always take pictures on some type of platform. If I want them to look, what am I putting build for? If I want them to look kind of good. But I mean, I'm also one of those people that takes pictures like of everything I'm doing all the time. Hey Maria, welcome. Marina, sorry, welcome. Hey Shanna. Or Shauna. Gosh darn it, it's been too long. Uh-oh. Huge light in my face. Well, I guess we can kind of play with that because there's a huge light, so you can see it's like casting a shadow. But yeah, you see the difference. So I'm no longer just in a building with no lights in it. Like, I'm in an actual... It's weird that it's catching my alpha. I don't know what that's about. But, Satomi. I'm gonna actually put the link to these wind lights in the chat so you have it. And I'll be sure to link it in the description later on as well. Download all of these. They're amazing. I use these for video too, especially the videos that I film and edit. Like usually when I'm live, I just try to find something bright so we can see my avatar, but if I'm filming anything like pre-recorded, absolutely use Satomi. Alright, so other things to know. Lighting really actually does matter in Second Life. I personally like this lighting system called Lumi Pro. Totally crazy expensive, so it's not necessary. There are tons of other ways to get lighting. They actually have like all these different photography lighting kit sets, which actually just look like decor, but they're actually real lights. So the ones that I have resed out here, I'm frozen. So once I unfreeze, but yeah, I have some lights resed out here, so that's why we're casting shadows. So these are actually by Con, and it's called the photography set, and it comes with like a backdrop and all these other lights. Like there's a ring light, there's umbrella lights, there's these soft boxes. And the softboxes actually cast real light on my avatar, so that'll actually change the look of the picture significantly, because lighting really helps. You can also just res a prim. So if you go to build and build again and just res out a normal prim, you can actually go to like the features menu and turn this into a light. And you can color that however you want to. So I used to do this all the time, especially I still do this some places, like places where I have just backdrops res out. I'll res out a few different lights. I'll change the colors up. Like, you can also like turn down, what is that, the intensity? So if I want it more pink to show up than green, you could do all that. And it makes really cool effects. The better your picture is lit, kind of more high quality it'll look. Yes, Kia, come back to SL. Also these boxes get in the way. You can just make them transparent, so I always do that. Let's see. Texture, transparency can go up to 100. And that'll just get out of your way, so it's not in the shot. These are also things that I set up when I'm filming. I'm gonna show you like logistically, like literally how I film. But I always set up just the camera, angles and all of that fun stuff, and then also lighting. So here I'm just using a pink light and a green light. And like right now I'm not even, so I'm on mid setting, so you literally do not have to be on ultra to get a pretty clear picture. A gaming laptop, of course, you just can withstand some heavier graphics. So usually if I'm taking a picture, I'll go up to really high settings, but this is on medium settings, just with advanced lighting turned on, and then playing around with different lights in front of me. And that's what that looks like. So I mentioned I also like Lumi Pro, so that's another lighting system. I'm gonna delete these lights in front of me so I can show you what Lumi Pro looks like. Lumi Pro, it's actually more than a lighting system because you can do posing in there, you can animate other people, you can give lighting to other people. It also has like lighting and projectors in there, so it's just a useful tool. Also, if you need to see things that are invisible, just hit Control-Alt-T. And that'll show you what's invisible. So if you made something completely transparent, if you hit Control-Alt-T, everything is gonna be lit up around you, including like invisible stuff on your avatar. It lights up red, and you just hit Control-Alt-T again, and it all goes away. Lumi Pro, where you at? Let's see. Did I put it in here? Is that my old one? You guys know me in this. Me in this inventory. Anyway, while I find this HUD really quick, how has everyone's week been? What you guys get into? Did anyone have tacos on Tuesday? I was trying to get everybody in Discord to send me taco pictures, but nobody was trying to send me tacos. Anyway, if you're not in Discord either, be sure that you get on Discord and join my server, because that's where the party's at. Yeah, for SL, yeah, a gaming laptop is significantly better than just a normal computer. Kind of. You want something that has a really good graphics card. I actually don't know how graphics cards work or what that technology is about. Like, I don't know if you can put a graphics, like a gaming graphics card in a normal computer. You might be able to do that, because I know you can buy graphics cards externally. I've done a whole lot of just like replacing things to my laptop the longer I've had it. So I actually did this post on like all the tech I use in Second Life. So my gaming laptop, exactly what graphic card I have. I replaced my hard drive, pretty much. But I love having a gaming laptop. Like I told you, when I log in, it defaults me to really high graphics. So just the look and feel is so much different on a gaming laptop. All right, can you even see this? Let me get this in the camera. Let me move this on. Oh, can I not? I can't move this HUD? That's weird. All right. So I gotta make make this HUD all like super little because I can't move it. Good, Heartland. I'm gonna need those tacos next Tuesday. No, this did not just pop back out. I can't move my Lumi Pro into focus. It's not important. I'm just gonna show you what it looks like anyway. So Lumi Pro, if you're like standing around a few other avatars, it'll give you the option to give them this folder that has lighting. With this, you also have like the opportunity to pose other avatars. You can change like where they're looking, with the head, and of course what the lighting looks like on each individual avatar. So if it's for group pictures, it's a really good tool to have. I'm personally terrible at group pictures, so I don't do them all that often because, like I tell you, I zoom like crazy. It's hard to zoom in on multiple avatars. But let me get this lighting. Not currently, Curtis, but very soon. I've got a new project that I'm working on. So that'll be fun. Alright, still trying to get these lights on. 11 years, yes, B. So B's probably the pro. Alright, let's get the lights on now. Come on. I also use Lumi Pro in my videos, not usually the ones that I'm doing live, because honestly, it takes, right now I have 2 streaming programs open, plus Second Life and Black Dragon, because in a second I'm going to show you Black Dragon. At first I was just going to log into 2 different avatars, but I think I'm going to actually log out of Firestorm and onto Black Dragon because it's slowing me down right now. Black Dragon is a mic drop for photos. So if you haven't heard of Black Dragon, look it up. If you haven't downloaded Black Dragon, download it. If you're really wanting high quality photos without a lot of work, that viewer will do the work for you. Like, I promise you. I don't touch Photoshop, not even to tilt my pictures, because Black Dragon will do it for you. Curtis, is it better to buy or make them yourself? I mean, if you can make them yourself, it's always a better option because that means no one else is gonna, you know, buy the same or have the same one as you. You can really be original, but there are also lots of like full permission stores. What's up here? We frozen? Uh-oh, are we still frozen? I think we're back. Can you guys hear me? YouTube froze on me. Deadeye gets your cane. Yeah, 11 years. I mean, when did Second Life start? Is it Second Life 11 years old? No, I'm joking. No, but really, is it? Like, how old is Second Life? Denise, don't come for us. So now that I'm like clowning B, Denise gonna clown me and I'm like, oh, relax. I can't get these lights on, y'all. I do need a cane. Maybe I'll save the lights for Black Dragon. Cause I'm telling you, Black Dragon's gonna plot to, like mic drop. It's a whole plot twist with Black Dragon. I'll save Lumi Pro. Oh wait, did the lights just come on? I'm so sick of a viewer right now. I'm about to kick its whole ass. You know what? I think I have too much attached to my avatar. I can't attach anything else. See, it was just crying out for help and I was ignoring it. What can I take off? Jeez. My shoes. We don't need those. I think you can only have like, what, 60 something attachments, and I actually have all of those on right now. Ridiculous. Shanna, I'll actually put the link to download Black Dragon in the description when I finish. Yeah, Chelsea, we need to see, wait, it's not Chelsea. Chelsea? Plot twist. Cheesley? I don't know. I looked at your name way too fast. Sorry for calling you Chelsea this many times, because I'm pretty sure I called you Chelsea several times. I don't mean to be rude. Where are these shoes? Take them off of me. really want to show you guys Lumi Pro. Granted, I'm not like completely endorsing this product, but I do think it's amazing, right? I think it's absolutely fabulous. I think it's made it easy to get a really high quality shot without even, you know, touching Photoshop. But it's also like, I think like 6,000 London. So if you win my contest this week, it'll be like way cheaper than that. What are these shoes? Take them off. But yeah, so through Lumi Pro, you basically have this like big projector. So this thing right here is projecting light. And then you have these 3 balls, and they're all protecting light too. Oh, SL16. Alright, so you're not as old as SL. Anyone here 16? I've never even seen a profile that's like 16. But yeah, for these, you can move like where the lights are in comparison to your avatar. They have these presets. And then you can also change the colors, which is awesome. So you can change the color of each of the individual balls. So I can make this one like purple if I wanted to. Which you can't really tell. If I was in complete blackness though, like if I had my wind light on something just dark, this would really have an impact. So let me show you, because usually that's what I do for pose balls. Wait, no, they're not pose balls. They're just balls. They're balls of light. I'm a total child today. Like, the word balls is making me laugh. I'm like an adolescent boy. Funny story, I went to this udon place. If you guys like udon, I feel you, because I love udon. But there, you guys know, like, I don't know if it's said the same way, but there are bukkake udon noodles I've never noticed before. So today, just like casually standing there looking at the menu, and I'm with like a group of people from work. I'm like, what's bukkake taste like? And it didn't even like dawn on me what the fuck was coming out of my mouth. But anyway, I just want to show you that you can change the color of the balls. And depending on the wind light, you'll see that make like a big difference on your avatar. I can't think of a really dark one light right now. And then you can also change like the color of the projector. That's the last little black circle. And you see like that one has a big impact. You can also like change how intense the lighting is. So you have a bunch of options for lighting. But granted, you could also achieve this with different wind lights, and also just using a lit prim, or even lights that are just for sale in World. So once you get that all set, you get to hide all the balls, and they'll, you know, get out of your way and let you take your picture. So I use this when I'm filming. I also use this just for high quality photos if I want to take one. But usually I'm just shooting on the fly, so I'm like control zeroing it up. First of all, Denise, I am always ready on time. What time did this stream start today? We had a starting soon screen at 6:29. What you mean? Anyway, that's everything on Firestorm. You guys, I'm gonna hop over to Black Dragon. Oh, another really cool thing to do. Control P. So Control P has all your photo tools. You can also access this just by going to World. I like, you know, keyboard shortcuts. So Control P, you can select wind lights, but you also have the option to select your depth of field. Depth of field, that's that whole situation that kind of like blurs out your background. So video, that looks amazing. It gives your viewer like a focus point. Photos, it looks really cool too. Other thing to note, I take a huge photo. So if I actually snap a photo, my dimensions are pretty big. So you can go bigger. I just found that there wasn't a big difference between like 5,000 pixels and higher. Also, my old computer, so before I had a gaming laptop, I'd crash if I tried to take a picture larger than 5,000 by 2607. The dimensions for that, that's just like the size of my viewer and screen. yours might vary, but if you start your width at 5,000, your photos come out a little more high quality. But in Firestorm, if your photo is that big, you're gonna lose some of your depth of field. So a lot of the times, you're not even gonna see it, which can be a little limiting. Like, you have to have a smaller resolution to see the DOF, but sometimes you get it. Black Dragon, you get it. So I like Black Dragon for those sorts of reasons. But I would play with photo tools because you actually have a bunch of options in here. You can also like play around with like glow settings and all of that. Your depth of field, you can like play with your view, all of these good things. I'm gonna disable it. But yeah, that is everything for photo and Firestorm. Lighting system, it was Lumi Pro, so Lumipro. But right now, oh yeah, I still have them on. But before I did Lumi Pro, I just showed you kind of just using lights in SL will kind of achieve the same look. It's just you can do a lot more with Lumi Pro in terms of like animating avatars, changing projector settings, all that fun stuff. So I have a whole lot of light on me right now. Also, if you just stand out in the sun, like somewhere where the actual like Second Life sun can touch you, you can play around with your lighting settings. Actually, I wish we were outside so I could show you. But Control P again, Windlight. Another thing I never used to think to do until I started like playing with Windlights. So one, after you install all of your own custom Windlights, you can further customize them by going to Edit Sky preset. And you have all these additional options to play around with the Windlight. The two that I use the most are like the time of day, because that'll just move shadows like around your avatar. I'm gonna really show you this in Black Dragon. And then also your angle. So if I were outside, this would change where shadows are hitting me and just the angle that they're hitting me at. Because we all know, just like in real life, we have our angles, and if light hits you at a certain angle, you look a mess. Same situation in Second Life. If light hits you in a weird place, it doesn't look as pretty as it does if you just have your lighting down. Denise is trying. Denise, like, just, you know, focus on your photos. Alright, y'all ready for Black Dragon? Talk to me now while I'm restarting my avatar, or my, what is this? Viewer. Denise coming for me. The audacity. But tell me all the tea, because we're restarting, so tell me everything. Oh, since we're here, even though Denise is like crazy rude, she's like in the leaderboard on my Discord. So you guys know I have this like leaderboard. I don't know if you guys know, because I added that little tidbit after I created the server. But of course you get more points for like commenting and sharing and all that stuff. Level 5 people, you guys actually get a special like tag in the group. So you get a tag, your name is a different color. I'm thinking of throwing something special for people level 5s every month. They'll restart the first of the month, but like right now, look at her. Denise talking all the trash, but she's level 8 because she loved me. Alright, where's Black Dragon? This is what was slowing my computer down. I have Black Dragon and Firestorm open, like, I don't have any sense. Black Dragon's crazy. And like, I hear that it's a hard viewer. I don't really know. I don't know if it's hard to use, because like, I'm a person who cannot watch you like read a tutorial, and a lot of people have posted like instructions on how to use Black Dragon, and they've like just fallen on deaf ears with me. I haven't actually watched videos yet, so I don't know. I feel like it's not hard to use. I feel like it's just different. So like, if you're coming from the Second Life, you're going to Firestorm, it's going to be different for you. I don't have a tutorial on that, Sandra, but I did just link the Satomi Windlights So those are gonna be on my blog post as well. And there's instructions when you unpack it, but I can also throw that in the blog, just like exact instructions. Let me log into Black Dragon because it's over here like playing. I don't know what that video was. Yeah, most of them will have instructions. If not, Satomi is free. It's a free download, and they have instructions. The same way you would install Satomi Windlights is how you would install them all. So you can always follow those. Yeah, Black Dragon's a beast. So mine, if I'm lagging or if my frame rate's low because I have a million things on my computer open at once, which I do right now, it'll just shut down. Like, it won't freeze me, it won't tell me I'm about to crash, it won't do anything, it'll just completely close. So it's a rough one. I recommend being in like a lag-free zone. Like right now, I should not be on the sim that I'm on trying to get into Black Dragon. Like, it's still trying to log in. Yeah, Backdrop City is really good if you need somewhere to take pictures. I always pop over to Backdrop City to like find out where all their backdrops are from so I can have them. But me, like, I've learned lately to just go into friends only mode when you're there, because people used to always drop in on me while I was trying to take a picture or do a video. Alright, Black Dragon, like, can we, like, today? Alright, preaching. Come on, Black. Black Dragon also takes like no effort to get a good picture. Like my little Flickr picture, I think came out so good. I'm gonna actually link that one picture, not my whole Flickr, just the one. And like I did nothing for this, and I did this like right before a crash. Like I just zoomed in, tilted the camera, snapped the picture, and I was done. All right, jeez Louise. So there are a bunch of things in Black Dragon I don't know how to work. Like I don't actually know how to set myself to busy mode, so I'm gonna get a bunch of IMs while we're trying to do this. Like those are the details I don't know how to do. Taking a picture I don't think is hard. Navigating and figuring out where stuff is in Black Dragon is hard. I think Mila's gonna crash though. Oh, no. But you'll notice like it just looks better. Things in Black Dragon just look better. But it really is a beast. My computer can barely handle it. And I'm on a laggy sim right now. And I've got all my streaming stuff open, so it's gonna take me a second to load, but I want to show you all of the features, all the camera controls, and depth of field, because depth of field works on Black Dragon. What do you mean my battery's running low? Did I not plug my computer in? Like, what world is this? Why is it sitting on my lap? Okay, we don't want to die after all this work getting logged in. I also use a Firestorm AO, so of course that's not applied in Black Dragon. You can also make your own poses in Black Dragon. I don't know how to do that, but it's possible. I'm just gonna pose her. Alright, so she's getting all rezzed in. Oh, I have smooth cam on. So preferences in Black Dragons also control P. I need to set all these back to default. Just really quick. So everything's the same with Black Dragon. So your zoom feature, first of all, just look how that looks. Like, don't I look significantly better on this viewer? Like, everything just looks better. This doesn't even look like the same game. Like, the first time I logged in, I was like, the hell is this? No, actually, I was looking at someone who's very experienced on Black Dragon who was taking pictures all the time. And I'm like, we don't even look like we're playing the same game right now. Like, what world are you in? But my frame rate is also going way up right now. So I think it just took a while to get started. Um, but I'm not lagging anymore. Actually, this is doing a lot better than Firestorm for me. I need to start streaming on Black Dragon. What am I doing? But anyway, Control P, this is where your camera controls are. Depth of field is in your display settings. This is actually all I've touched so far in this viewer is played around with depth of field. So I checked it off. I play around with the focal length and the F number. I don't know what that is like in terms of photography or what that does, but I literally just play around with all of these sliders to get the look I want. So the field of view, that's going to determine like how blurred out the background is. So if I go too far away from my avatar, you can see like it's kind of blurring me out. But once you get your focus, it can look really good. And Black Dragon, I take a big picture too. It always like sets me back to, like it doesn't save my actual settings. But same thing, I like a 5000 width and 2607 for the height. Black Dragon, don't play games with us on live. Like, why is it black? What are you doing right now? I don't know. I'll get back to that. But yeah, so you can see the difference on the video alone, and we're on YouTube. So right now we're live on YouTube, so we're not even completely in HD right now. Like this looks so much better just looking at the viewer, and like the picture comes out so much better just because it's a different viewer, right? It's just because it's an enhanced viewer. It's amazing. And you guys know how in Firestorm you have your little camera controls and they kind of look like this, but do you see what's missing from camera controls in Firestorm? You don't have these options. Like look at what we can do in Black Dragon, you guys. Like you guys. Usually if you want to tilt, you have to go all the way into Photoshop. B, thank you for the knowledge, because yeah, I had no idea. F number is how blurry, focal length, how far away the blur is. That makes so much sense. But yeah, so I like taking my pictures on a slight tilt. Also because I like more of my avatar in the shot. Like I like being always zoomed in, but I don't want to lose too much of my avatar. So I'll zoom all up in here and tilt the camera a little bit. I don't know why what's happening? Why is this happening? I'm trying to show you guys how to take a picture and I can't even take a picture right now. I don't know why this is happening. I feel like, what am I breaking right now? I don't know. I don't know what I did to do that. A relog will probably fix it. I don't feel like relogging. You saw how long it took for us to get in here. But yeah, I don't know how to do basic things like set myself to busy mode. But there's also this button up here that lets you adjust your wind lights. So again, you install wind lights the same way in Black Dragon as you do in Firestorm. You just find the wind light folder within the program. And let's see, let's find one that I like. I really like this 2016 Dark Shadows one. And then you can also edit your presets the same way that you can in Firestorm. Like you can change where light is hitting you. This honestly works so much better when you're outside or something. But, you know, you can play around with it. It'll just change like what the lighting looks like. Like this could be a really pretty picture. But Black Dragon is playing me right now. I want to take this picture. What's going on? Anyone use Black Dragon and know why this is happening? Do I just need a relog? Is it that simple? Dang. Who knows? But you can film in the same way. So I'm going to show you just what I do to film. Again, I'm using a PC. I don't know all the keyboard commands for a Mac. I'm sure they're different, but you know, you have similar options. One thing to know, when I'm filming in Second Life, I don't have some type of external recorder. I literally use the recorder that is installed within the viewer. I mean, within my computer. So everyone that has a Windows computer after what, I don't know, like 2010, you have a game recorder. So all you have to do is hit your Windows key and G. Windows key and G will bring up this like menu. And then all you have to do is hit record. So Windows key G opens up the menu. I'm trying to figure out, I can't show you guys my whole. Oh no, B, your keys gotta work. Yeah, so Windows key and G brings it up. You can also just start recording by hitting Control Alt R. Like the day I try to record, my computer wants to do nothing. Like it's not even. I didn't mean to slap my boob like that. Computer. Maybe I should have like turned it off. It's been online. It's been on all day. Oh wait, no, it's not Control Alt R. It's. Get this out of here. Okay, I'm gonna actually, let me make some notes here. So to open your recorder, I don't always open it, but all you would do is Windows key plus G. I don't know why it's a G. If you just want to start recording, it's your Windows key, I can spell Windows key plus Alt plus R. That'll just automatically start recording for you. I'm gonna show you what that looks like in a minute. Now to do, so now you're like, I don't want to capture my whole viewer, right? Because no one wants their whole viewer captured. To hide all of your HUDs, you don't have to take them off because there are certain HUDs that animate your avatar, right? My face, if I take off that HUD, it's gonna stop animating my avatar. All you have to do is Alt Shift H. No. Y'all, I'm trying. Wait. What is happening? Where did my avatar go? What just happened to me? Where did I land? I don't even know where I am right now. Oh, I'm in my club. How did that happen? Oh, child. I don't know why we're struggling like this. Yep. So that's what it should do, Denise. Alright. So we're back. Our wig slipped off. Our pose fell off. Let's like try to get our life together real quick. Our wig is slipping. Can't even get to it. Alright, whatever. So yeah. So the Windows key plus G is going to open your game recorder. Windows key plus Alt plus R is just going to start recording you. Now you have to worry about Firestorm, right? So you have to hide your HUDs. So that's going to be Alt Shift H. And that's going to hide your HUD. So you see my, actually I don't know if you could ever see that HUD to begin with, but it just disappeared. So hide your HUDs equals Alt plus Shift plus H. Now, all you have left is all this like other shit in the way, right? Like name tags or camera controls or like your Linden balance, like things you don't want people to see. So to hide your entire interface, that's Control plus Alt plus F1. So now everything is gone. So let me see. So hide interface equals Control plus Alt plus F1. So like literally, that's all you have to do. You don't have to buy a bunch of external things. You don't have to crop your screen if you're okay with your screen size. Honestly, if you're not okay with your screen size, all you have to do is change the size of your Firestorm viewer or your Black Dragon viewer. You don't even have to like crop anything. If I wanted this to be like Instagram size, I would literally just minimize my screen. Not minimize, but what is it? What's that little option where you can just like change whatever, just like click and drag your screen size to the size you want it. So sometimes if I'm creating a picture for like Instagram stories, I'll just make my camera or my viewer a little thinner. I don't have to crop anything, it's just a thinner resolution. So I'm gonna record this one really quick and show you, even though we're gonna ignore my messed up wig. Like, don't bother me. So that's just literally how to use the tool. So granted, be careful of like your depth of field, because as you move your camera, you'll notice that that's gonna change. So I usually have my F number a little lower when I'm doing video. And I'll show you what this video looks like really quick. But you see like the side, no, you can't see it. Can you see it on YouTube? I don't think it's showing. Yep. Oh, but you see how my video changed? It kind of looks like I cropped the video. I did nothing to the video. I just literally made my viewer smaller on my screen. So you don't have to do all that much. And if I maximize it, it's gonna go ahead and take up the full screen again. And then yeah, Miss Jazzy, you're 2 steps ahead, but yep, you do the exact same thing to put it back to normal. And then, let me see. Let me show you the video that made. And like, there are all sorts of settings on when you do the like Windows key plus G. Like, I hide my cursor because I don't want my mouse showing up in my videos. You don't have to do anything separate. Just Windows key and G, hit the settings button, and then just change your settings so you don't capture your mouse, your cursor. Let me try to find this video. I have all these like random Sims videos. If you don't know, I've been making Sims videos. Oh wait, this is Black Dragon. It's not even Firestorm. Let me look for that now. Okay. So this is the video it made that I just made with like the slightly smaller video. Yep, so Control Alt F1, it'll hide your interface. So that means like all of the buttons and everything within Firestorm, people's name tags, all of that. Alright, let me like go back to normal. I like broke my little video thing. Let's move this. Alright, so really quick recap. I'm in Black Dragon right now, but if you want your HUDs back, all you have to do is hit that again. So Alt Shift H brings your HUDs back. Control Alt F1 brings your entire interface back. And that's just literally how to actually record. Now there are a bunch of other things to do in terms of like how you want your camera to move, how quickly you want your camera to move, like what you want to do when you zoom. In Black Dragon, I'm not as familiar or comfortable, so I'm honestly gonna go back to Firestorm to show you, because I like filming in Firestorm just because I know it a little more, but I like the output of Black Dragon. Like, I like the quality of Black Dragon way better. I like the fact that you can tilt your screen. You can also do this and record. So just imagine having a tilt screen while recording. It will look incredible. Windows key and G, and then you need to go to your settings and select hide cursor to hide your mouse. But if you are filming in Black Dragon, you want to go to your camera controls. So go to the camera tab. And now what you're doing here is you're adjusting everything from camera lag down. So camera lag, that just means like how slow your camera is gonna move. I turn that up. I turn smoothing up in Black Dragon. I turn it up pretty high. And then zoom time. So that talks about like if you are looking at one thing and you click somewhere else to look at that, that's like how quickly it goes. So I turn mine up and it actually slows the camera down. So it doesn't look harsh. It doesn't look like a cut to. It looks like a slow transition. So I'm gonna turn that one up as well. And I use Black Dragon to film my Sims, my most recent Sims video. But you'll see like how our camera is moving a lot different than it was just before. Like that's a lot smoother. For me, it's still a little too fast, so I would go back and edit it. Oops. I clicked the wrong button. I hope that doesn't do anything. I'm also turn off or turn depth of field down a little bit. lot of it. Who are we feeling? And we go back to camera. Because I really like a smooth cam. I'm not a fan of like just how the camera looks when you're playing the game, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if everyone calls Second Life a game. Not my business, but it'll slow you down. I'm a little laggy right now, so it's a little more choppy than normal, but yeah, it's way more choppy than normal. I'm laggy. I'm gonna go back in Firestorm and let you really see what this looks like, because it makes so much difference. I know at the start of my live, you guys probably see me adjusting my camera controls, because I think it's a better experience for you watching to see a smooth cam. I don't like a rough camera, like, at all. But yeah, I just wanted to show you Black Dragon, because Black Dragon is really, it just makes a whole bunch of difference, especially if you're not, so I'm not a photographer in SL. I don't know very much about taking photos, but I like a high quality photo, and this is how I achieve it. All I do is use Black Dragon. Like, there's no talent here. Just Black Dragon. Any questions on Black Dragon before I pop over to Firestorm? But that's everything I know about Black Dragon. I'm sure the more familiar I become with it, the more I'm gonna want to share, because it's really an incredible viewer. So if your computer can't handle it, one, I would just recommend maybe just go to Backdrop City, somewhere in the sky, away from everyone else. Maybe hide everybody else, and then try Black Dragon, because you don't want to be on a laggy sim. But as long as you can avoid the lag, the viewer's fine. And again, I had this open with like Firestorm in the background. So let me pull Firestorm back up. Well, let me make sure I'm logged out so we don't need the drama. Alright, back to our regular viewer. So I still like navigate around Second Life through Firestorm because I know it better, right? But just the more familiar you get with Black Dragon, I'm sure it'll be easier. Also, it's different because if you play games, like, you're probably used to WASD. I'm not used to that. Like, I want to move with my mouse, so that was the first thing I had to change. That doesn't necessarily have anything to do with photos. Just for me, I couldn't even walk, but you walk in Black Dragon automatically using WASD, so you can change that in preferences when you first like get it. Hey Didi, welcome. I'm glad to have ya. We've mostly gone over photos in Black Dragon so far, but I'm coming back to my baby Firestorm because I actually know what I'm doing in Firestorm. Gosh, all my bots, I gotta pay them. All right. Yeah, you did miss a lot. You're gonna have to rewatch this, girl. I'm also like speaking fast as hell too, so if I'm going too fast or like zipping through things. Oh wait, I forgot to. Let me unhide Firestorm. Where is it? There we go. Let's like get ourselves back together. All right. Does that work? It'll work. It'll come. All right. So we're just back to Firestorm. Like, it's so uneventful now. After seeing Black Dragon, like, I didn't even want to come back on Firestorm, but it's just easier. Again, in Firestorm, Control P for preferences. I'm still just on pretty low settings for me anyway. I think before I had a gaming laptop, this is where I functioned all the time. So it is possible to get a pretty good photo on settings this low. Also video, all you have to do is turn on advanced lighting. Advanced lighting is not going to have any impact on like your lagging. It's kind of all of these other sliders that will. So, you know, I would go down to like max number of avatars, put that down, pull down complexity, because you don't need all that, especially if you're taking a picture just of yourself or a video. So I just turned on advanced lighting. I put on my shadows, sun, moon, and projectors. and it still looks really good. What do I recommend for Black Dragon as far as computer stats? I don't really know much about Black Dragon. I just know I'm functioning okay in Black Dragon. But if I'm on a laggy sim, and if I have a bunch going on my computer using my graphics card, it won't function at all for me. It'll just close. I'm using a gaming laptop. I'm using the Lenovo Legion. I have a link for that down in the description. And I'm using an NVIDIA graphics card. And I'm using a Samsung hard drive. So I've got all that going on. The NVIDIA graphics card just came in my computer, but that's what's doing all the work. So if you can just get a graphics card, I'm pretty sure that'll make, you know, any computer it's compatible with work perfectly. Oh yeah, B. Yeah. See, I can't edit. I'm no good at Photoshop. I know nothing about it, so I have to just take a high quality photo. Curtis, I don't, because I don't know how to edit. B might. Alright, so we're back in Firestorm. So you see like how crazy my computer is. I mean, my camera is right now. Like, if I made videos like this, y'all wouldn't stick around, because that's just too harsh movement. That movement is way too harsh. Everything's the exact same in Firestorm. So you do Alt-Shift-H to hide your HUDs. You do Control-Alt-F1 to hide your interface. So like all the nonsense has disappeared. If I right click my avatar, I'm not seeing a menu. I'm seeing nothing because my whole interface is hidden. I'm not seeing IMs. I wouldn't be seeing like name tags. So all of that is gone. At this point, if I just wanted to start recording, I would just hit my Windows key, Alt, and R, and that would start the recording. If I need to make any modifications like hiding my cursor or any edits, I would hit the Windows key plus G. That'll bring up my like gaming recorder console, and then you just make whatever modifications you have to there. Now, you hit those same buttons to get everything back. So I'm gonna hit Control-Alt-F1 so I can get my interface back. To smooth out your camera, easiest thing in the world. All you have to do is go to World, and then go down to Photo and Video, and then you're going to Camera Tools. You can also do that by hitting Control-Shift-C. There's also a button on Firestorm for it. So it's like it looks like a camcorder. And first off, if you're too young to know what a camcorder is, it's like a video recorder that existed in the 90s. Or just a video camera from like a studio, whatever. But it opens this window. So this looks very similar to like the small one that we use normally. But you also have these other options for zoom speed, camera lag, and cam smoothing. So those are the three that get the smooth cam. I always increase mine when I'm doing lives. I increase it to like a 70 or 80. You'll notice immediately, like that's giving me more of a cinematic look. So it's moving a lot slower. It's a lot smoother. If I were to like hit default and go back, my hand's moving the exact same way as it was just now. Back up, it's just smooth. So that's the only thing you have to do to smooth your camera out. But now you'll notice if I like look somewhere else, you see how like harsh that is? I don't like that harsh movement when I'm just like switching focus. So what you can also change is your zoom speed. So I don't go this high up because it's hard to control. But like a 5.9, for example, like now it's actually slowing down the speed that I'm zooming. So if I change focus all of a sudden, it's still very smooth. But the higher it is, just remember, the harder your camera is to control. So you're gonna have to really get in control of it. Camera lag, I usually increase a little bit as well. And that just helps make this really cinematic look. And then you just move your mouse around. I haven't showed you guys mouse controls yet, but there are different controls to go like up and down, side to side. But this is just how you get all that going. For lives, I always keep my cam smoothing around like 70 or 80. For like videos I'm filming that I can cut out lag if I need to, or if my camera goes out of control, because the higher these are, the harder your camera is to control. That's why you always hear me talking to my camera, because I literally lose control of it. But it can get way smoother, but it's just sometimes you can lose control. And yeah, it really depends on your style when it comes to editing photos. Cause like personally, I don't like an edited photo, or when I get edited photos done, I want them to look really unedited. So it really depends on your style. A lot of times, like when I'm getting an edit done, I really just want them to bring out kind of highlighting and my hair or fixing problems, like if my clothes were cutting or something like that. But if you like drawn photos and lots of like really cool effects, you know, you're gonna need an edit for that. But if not, you can really achieve a lot of that just through your viewer. Alright, so that's camera smoothing. I'm gonna set all these back to default. Also, ways to just use your like, I don't know, mouse. I think I went over this in a video before, but of course, if you use Alt in your mouse, that moves you around. Holding down Control with Alt in your mouse, that lets you kind of rotate in this way. Adding Shift to the equation lets you kind of, you know, go side to side or up or down. So there are just multiple ways to move your mouse. And yeah, for sure, Denise, you can definitely. But yeah, that's literally how I film. Like, it's not very complicated. It's just about hiding the interface. You can change the size of your video literally by changing the size of your viewer. And then all you have to do is use camera controls to smooth things out. Another question I have, so in my Sims video that I recorded the other day, let me show it, because there's also this other thing that I do in terms of streaming. So for me, I use Streamlabs OBS, not just normal OBS, but the Streamlabs OBS. And that one I think is the best because you have a bunch of options. So like you guys know, like I can always show and hide different things. If I wanted to like prepare in advance, I can always put like, you know, any text on the screen that I want to. It's how I have like my frame here. I use Streamlabs, so when I do videos like the Sims video that I did the other day, where I had like, you know, me in the corner and the Sims was the focus, what was I doing? Oh, I filmed this in advance, but I've done this live. So you would just stream live, you would have your actual like game that you're playing, and then the little video in the corner is just a pre-recorded video. So I can just keep adding on to the interface within Streamlabs OBS to get a bunch of different options. So I literally just added a bunch of different things. So that's just a pre-recorded video. It's looping. The animations are so subtle, you can't really tell. It was only like 30 seconds of video, but it just continued to loop through that whole video. And that video is 15 minutes. I've done that live as well, where I'm playing a game live and I have a video of me in the corner like I'm on a computer. But that's what that did. For Instagram, so just for a post, just make your viewer a square. I still shoot video full screen all the time. There are other apps that you can use because I like the look of it to have like kind of a background but to be kind of widescreen because I like that cinematic look. But you could also just, you know, stretch your viewer into a square and record, and it's gonna give you the output of a square, and that you can use that for Instagram. Instagram stories, they're slimmer, so just make sure your viewer is slim. I don't know exact dimensions or numbers, or if you could even measure dimensions when you're just moving your viewer. But yeah, that's for a video. In terms of like taking actual photos, I take all of mine at 5000 by 2607. If you wanted a square for Instagram, of course, you would just make it match, so 5000 by 5000. Thank you, Chanel. I'm glad you enjoyed it. That will continue. So I'll probably do 2 Sims videos a week, just to catch you guys up, because I literally need to get all of those videos off my computer. There's so many of them. But that is literally like absolutely everything that I do for photos and video. Oh wait, actually lies. One more. So there's one more. So there are all these other tools to do things like animating your avatar. Lumi Pro I showed you, that's for lighting. There's also this HUD that I think is huge. So I honestly don't think I've ever filmed a video or taken a picture without using the Leluca Axis HUD. I gotta unhide my HUDs. So this, it's for Leluca, but it works on all mesh heads. This thing will literally let you move every bone in your head, which is so useful. Ugh. It'll also let you move the bones in the head of another avatar if they grant you their permission. So that's in the HUD. It would just be like one of those requests to animate and you can move their head all around. But I use this a lot for photos because sometimes a pose is perfect but your head's just not the right place, or you want your avatar to look directly at the camera, but say my camera was like over here. If I want Mila looking a different way, I could just use this HUD, you know, get the right angle. So I also use this in that picture that I posted to Flickr, because I think my angle was like way up here. She was tilted to begin with, so I had to have her look at me. And the HUD is just super easy to use. You literally just click around until you get the look you want. You can move your head, you can move your neck, you can move and like tilt it. You can move your jaw, your lips. But yeah, it's great. Like eyebrows, pretty much everything on your face, you can move everything, and it's really easy to reset. So that's the only other thing I use. I use Lumi Pro and this HUD. Ooh, excuse me. I haven't used any pose yet. I did buy it, but I haven't used it yet. I think that'll be really useful because that's another thing. But you guys know I'm lazy. Like this is, all my pictures look like this. Like wherever I'm standing, I have everything loaded in my AO that I showed you guys from that last video. I don't do many like action shots or like realistic shots. Honestly, I do a lot of just like standing exactly where I am. I'm gonna get more creative one day, I swear. But yeah, that is everything I do for photo and video. Smooth camera and, you know, a higher zoom speed is your game changer for filming. I see a lot of people who post videos that are kind of choppy, and it's not necessary because this is built into your viewer and it's on every viewer. So I don't know where it is on the Second Life viewer, but camera controls exist on the Second Life viewer. And then in Black Dragon, it's under preferences and then camera. Yeah, the HUD is a game changer. Any pose does kind of what Leluca does, but for your body. So you can change, like literally change your pose. And that helps. That honestly, I need to use it because I've seen curvier avatars do it. Because you know how when you're curvy in certain places, you'll have a pose in your hands like through your tit or something. And you would have to change your shape to get it, but then you don't want to change your shape because you're taking a picture of your shape. Any pose will help with that. I'm wearing Genus. You know what I also found out recently? Like all those Leluca accessories, like the lollipops and stuff, they work on Genus. I don't know where the HUD went. Let me unpack it again. But any other questions, you guys, before I end the stream? Because I've given you everything I know about filming and taking pictures. I know nothing else. I'm not getting into editing. I think that's a whole different video in itself. I use a whole bunch of different programs to edit. But for filming and streaming, I just use the game recorder that comes with a PC, and then I stream with Streamlabs OBS, and they're both free, so you don't have to buy anything. You can also record in Streamlabs OBS. So if you don't like launch live, but I go live through Streamlabs. Yeah, so if you have a Mac, use Streamlabs and you can record the same way. Alright, what am I doing? What was I putting on? I wanted to show you this lollipop. So these are the Leluca lollipops. Like they still work on your Genus. Some of the faces are super ugly though. It'll like make me look like I'm stretching out a little bit. Oh, be Fate Hands? Yeah, I hadn't heard of that one. That's good to know. Anything else that you guys can think of, be sure to go over and hit up my Discord. We have a couple of different channels in there if you need just general Second Life help. That includes now photo and video help. I'm so down to help you out with any of that. Avatar help. You see this? Like, this face is ugly. I'm looking like Charlotte from the Rugrats. But yeah, join me on Discord. Link is down below in the description. Don't forget, like, before Sunday, if you haven't already, be sure to go enter the 5000 L contest. Honestly, that could borderline pay for your Lumi Pro. So just go snatch that up real quick. I'm gonna announce the winner on Sunday. And yeah, thank you for watching. I think my next live, I might do something surprise for you guys on Saturday, but I'm also traveling out of the country on Friday, so I'll try. But I'll definitely be here on Sunday at 11 a.m. for another Get Ready with me and to announce the 5000 L giveaway. But you guys enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and thank you again for watching. Take care.
From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful.